Hi guys, I'm choosing to upload a video instead of um, writing the description of this fundraiser. One, I think it's a little more efficient and um, it's a lot easier for me to speak than it is to use my hands. Still recovering from the accident I had on December 13th, which involved 80% of my body being burned to the 3rd and 4th degrees. Um, The reason I'm starting this GoFundMe is I have no other way to support myself right now, and while my medical insurance has been dropped and I'm working on getting a different type of Medicaid in place right now, I'm having to pay for a lot of things out of pocket, including prescriptions. Um, the little bit of Social Security I've been starting to get, which is just over $1,000 a month, I was just informed is going to be even less now because my student loans are going to be taken right out of the Social Security that I'm getting. And it's because of the Social Security I started getting that my Badger Care health insurance was just dropped. I didn't get any notification or any heads up that that was going to happen. It's just something that happens in the system, and when I called to set up a hospital appointment for one of my follow-ups for my next surgeries, I was informed that my medical insurance no longer existed. So after making a few phone calls, I figured out what happened, and it's that since I started getting Social Security, I need to completely redo my whole application for a different type of Medicaid and a different type of assistance, which is in the works, but it's going to take a while for that to go through. That's just how government things work. My workers' comp is still going to take quite some time, and it's in a kind of an investigation and a legal battle that I have no idea how long that's going to last. So the only way I've been able to get through this far is my father and my sister had started a GoFundMe while I was still in the Hennepin County Medical Center, and we raised just under $10,000 in that campaign, and I was able to buy a vehicle, new clothes, and things that I needed since I lost so much weight after the surgeries I had. And just, the cost of living and the day-to-day life, that's lasted me a very long time. I was able to stretch that little bit of money that was raised for quite some time. Now that I'm having to pay for some other things out of pocket that are unexpected and not getting the workers' comp and the type of Social Security I thought I was going to be able to, it's left me running out of funds financially. And one thing I would like to do is still be able to travel to the burn unit I was in Hennepin County and some of the other ones like down in Madison and that. And I have a couple times spoken with people in the burn units, and it's nice for me to be able to go in there because I've kept a pretty positive attitude, and I went through my accident and came out alive, which wasn't really supposed to be possible. So everybody I go and talk to, I can give hope to and kind of help support them, and it also helps me doing that as well. By helping others, it's helping myself. I was burned on 80% of my body, 3rd and 4th degree burns, and that's almost unheard of to survive through that. There's very few people in the country that have, and I was fortunate enough to be very healthy and in good shape and make it through. And I'm not out of the woods yet. I'm alive, and I'm still facing more surgeries. I have some surgeries coming up again starting in February, which hopefully my medical insurance will be back in play by then. I really hope so. Their hospital bills are in the millions of dollars right now so far, but I'm alive, and I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the amazing surgeons and doctors that I've had. So I'm starting this campaign, which I can be in control of now, and also just kind of a way to update on this status of my recovery so far. I'm still looking at least another 3 years of recovery. I'll probably be having surgeries, at least 3 to 4 of them throughout the next few months. And after those surgeries, we're still looking at years of recovery. The next surgeries that are set up are for under my shoulders. Right now, this is about as far as I can lift my arm. It's about shoulder height. I can't reach most anything in a kitchen cupboard or even up in a freezer. Through the healing, you know, I got webbing that developed underneath both of my arms, and what they're going to end up doing is taking that out and grafting some of the skin that I have that has become healthy enough again to be grafted. They're going to take that and place it underneath my arms and get rid of some of that webbing, so hopefully I'll be able to get some of my motor functions back and be able to actually reach certain things. One of the other surgeries that's planned so far is on my neck as well. This is the same kind of thing that is going on underneath my arms. It's scar tissue and skin that's grown. It prevents my head from going back all the way. You know, I can't fully drink something out of a container. I know everybody's banning straws these days, but for me, it's kind of imperative if I want to finish a drink. But in the meantime, I've fallen on pretty hard times just trying to keep myself afloat and going through this. So I'm starting this GoFundMe with the anticipation of it going as well as the last one that we set up. It would be nice to be able to support myself and continue to push through this, and also go and speak to other people that are going through the same thing, by helping them and showing them how motivated I've been and how well I've been doing in my recovery. It gives them hope and kind of makes them feel like, you know, like things could be a lot worse. Most people don't survive the severity of burns I've went through, so almost anybody I run into and talk to in these burn centers and units, understandably they get down. Not saying that I don't a lot of times myself, but they feel, you know, a lot of things have ended, and it's a hard thing to grasp and deal with. You know, realize that you're going to have scars or pain or something like that for the rest of your life. But for me, I'm able to stay positive and get through it, and talking to people and seeing the hope come back in their face is something that continues to give me hope and drive to get through this stuff too. So thank you for even taking the time to check out this fundraiser. And even if you don't have the means to donate anything, please use the power of social media for me and help, and just share